watching another episode of Light and Darkness on Eternality, and we'll talk about today the degree of thirst. And it's referring to the third part of 2 Corinthians 4:17 to 18, where the Apostle Paul, he says, "So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen." And it's really referring here to the degree of the eye's thirst, the degree of the thirst of the eye. The physical eye, yes, but more so the spiritual eye, because the physical eye is connected with the spiritual eye, that is connected with the heart that drives the condition of the heart, which then circulates back to driving the condition of the behavior and the lifestyle of that individual or of that society or of that nation or of that family or anything in between. So he's saying, so we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. Well, when he says, so we fix our eyes, so when I fix my eye on something, that means that I'm focusing on something and choosing to ignore that which is around me. The awareness is there of that which is around me, of the world that's around me, of the temptations that are around me, of the chains that are around me. However, it's saying to fix our eyes. So in order to fix our eyes on something, therefore it's insinuating that we must unfix our eyes on other things in order for what? In order to see the kingdom of God, in order to be a part of the kingdom of heaven, in order to take that next step in our spiritual walk within our physical sense. But he's saying, so we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. And by fixing our eyes on a specific point, so we are choosing to focus on the desired target that we have in our life and choosing to unfix or unfocus or ignore or put in the background or shade with put a shade of gray over that which is unimportant relative to what we choose to fix our eyes on. And of course Jesus himself taught us that it is better for us to gouge out or pluck out one of our eyes if that eye is causing us to sin than to enter the kingdom of God or the kingdom of heaven with both eyes that will actually avoid us or prohibit us from entering the kingdom of God. So it's better for us to pluck it out if it's causing us to sin than it is to enter it with both eyes and come across challenges or problems when we realize that it's caused us to sin or that it's caused us to limp or that it's caused us to be challenged in a way that at that point in time will be too late to fix. So in order to fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, that comes after his message on this light affliction, this momentary affliction, this weight that's causing the spirit not to fly like an eagle, not to express itself fully in full color. But he's saying, because that's going on, because my body is containing my spirit, which wants to be unleashed 100%, he's saying a temporary fix or a good way to feed the need that my spirit wants to release from the captive of the body. It's saying, let me fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. So what that does, one, it focuses my eyes. Two, it allows me to ignore that which is creating the chains on my spirit. And three, it's providing a temporary relief as well as a process of growth for my spirit during the short time that I have here before the moment that I slip into eternity. So on the flip side, and I'll leave you with this, is that for those who don't necessarily believe in eternality or in the kingdom of God or the kingdom of heaven or the spiritual realm, Really, there is no fixation of the eye on what is seen by the conscience here, but what it's referring to here is, and the reason is because the conscience has different levels, or different, let's just say different levels. So because there is no belief, because there's a lack of belief in eternality, so the conscience has a ceiling that, to a certain extent, the conscience reaches, but it cannot pass that because of the eye, the spiritual eye's inability to see beyond the natural realm. And so there really is no fixation of the eye on what is unseen besides that which is contained within the naturalist point of view, or the natural realm's definition of what is unseen. So that's important to remember, because the lack of belief in eternality, or the lack of belief in the spiritual realm, that in itself limits the possibility, or limits the potential of whether the physical eye or the spiritual eye to see above and beyond. And I'll leave you with that today. I thank you so much for joining me here on Light and Darkness.